Trump's pretty tryhard.
Yeah.
So welcome back, guys. Strife is with me. Ready to cast the next match. It's gonna be Trump versus Orange next. Trump, we saw him like deck build a bit earlier. He's got the double warrior lineup, which is really tough, right?
What do you call 2 warriors and a druid?
Patron meta. So that would be like the lineup.
This is like the muscles lineup.
Okay, I kind of like that. I can dig that. Yeah. I can get behind that name.
Okay.
I mean, Triple Priest is what, like wet noodle.
How?
Like I can get behind the holy wet noodle. I kind of like that.
The holy wet noodle.
So we've got like the muscles lineup versus oranges.
How about like something to do with spell? Because he.
Well, wait, there's a hunter there. Wait. That's not.
Oh,
right.
It's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong. Orange is like he's got 100 in his lineup, and he's got the look at his hand. What the hell? Oh
Crush.
no, Orange is going to wreck this opener. The thing is, honestly, Trump's start is also acceptable to deal with some aggression.
No, I think Trump's start is fine. I mean,
yeah,
he has a 2, a 3, and a 4, right? What else can you ask for this kind of deck?
A weapon, maybe at most.
Okay, that'd be definitely better, but I mean, I think it's definitely playable for Trump with the muscles lineup.
Yeah. I saw him deck build, and interestingly enough, there's like 2 warrior lists, obviously, one of which is going to be Reno. And I think this is a Reno list, and the other one is a highly aggressive one. So one of his decks got banned. I think Orange banned I'm assuming you will have banned the Druid, but right now the overlay is not kind of showing the right thing. But I would consider banning Druid.
Perfect. Fireworks. Just let's say it was really unfortunate that you used your slam right before you had to play your Acolyte against the Knife Juggler.
The Snake Trap comes out, that's going to be a bit of a nightmare, but it might enable Crush earlier than you might think. But with the curve into the Animal Companion, if Leok comes out, that's a ton of damage.
Oh, definitely. Isn't Crush when your own minion was damaged? Or something?
Yeah, but the 1/1s will help that, right? Like usually you can get them
I see.
damaged and stick around.
Yeah, that's true.
Desert Camel? Dude, this hand is disgusting!
Yeah.
Orange. Okay, wait.
Okay,
Injured
so-
Valdir? Let's do it.
Oh no, Worgen Infiltrator.
I am disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I hope there's a Whirlwind off the top. Oh no.
Yeah, I wanted to see the Leok go down right there.
Yeah, I think even Huffer was fine, right? Like worst case scenario, you deal 8.
I mean, it generally makes sense to play your more board controlling minions first and then play your face damage, but
yeah,
who cares about the rules, right?
I don't rule, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't do a lot of that. So Animal Companion here if he gets to you Leok.
Okay, so I feel like Trump
Mark,
is going to have a very hard time when he comes back because Trump does not have any AoE, right? And this board's getting out of control. Weapon, he only has 1 more charge. It's at most going to kill 1 more minion.
Yeah,
and,
I think Orange is playing around AoE a lot though here because he did not play Animal Companion. He's opting for the most 1/1s possible.
Yeah. It's also just getting extra hero power, so even a Huffer is only getting 2 more damage over this. And kind of like Orange is sticking with the basic fundamentals of Hearthstone.
Might you play
the slower
Gnomish?
minions first?
Might you play Gnomish to get an AoE? Oh wow.
It depends if he even thinks he has a Whirlwind in his deck.
I'm pretty sure he plays at least Revenge. I mean, it is Reno, right? So
but if you
have
play Revenge, you can't play it from 2 mana.
So it would have to be Whirlwind, right?
Yeah.
It's always Huffer. Well, this looks like lethal, right?
Yeah.
Exact lethal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
It's over 66% chance to hit.
Yeah, but Leok would have done it as well. So Misha, actually, I think Misha over the next turn would have done it anyway.
I don't think he'd have won.
Yeah, there's almost no way. So Trump will have to play his deck again against Orange, who's got a Druid left.
The other warrior left.
He can play the same one.
Yeah. Oh, he can play the same one. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So it's like
I like banning the Druid and then just making them play both warriors. It's hard to build 2 good warriors, I feel.
Well, you have to the other deck
that's
is like
fight and execute,
right, and the Fiery War Axe. Like, how do you do that? Like, I was like,
I don't know.
Trump was deck building, and I was watching him, and I'm like, what about King's Defender? He says it's not good enough. I'm like, well, the alternatives, like, what are they?
I guess this is his Gorehal Reno list. That makes sense, but
wait, did they swap the overlay? The Druid was live for Orange a second ago. It's not the Warrior.
I don't know. Anyways, I do like Reno and Gorehal in the same deck because you can spend your life as a resource a lot.
Yeah.
This warrior list at the top seems very good.
It might just be like it's a Reno list, of course, but we'll have to see what the tech choices are. Like, are there any fancy things like Deathwing in any list?
Okay.
Like how big do people think they can curve while still feeling
So
safe?
Trump is the bottom player and Orange is top player.
Yeah, and Deathwing's right
this
there.
means that this is the same deck as Trump was playing last game.
Yes.
Because I did see Baron Geddon and the Azure Drake. So apparently he did have Whirlwind.
Yeah,
in his deck.
I think he had to. It is, I think, Kibler's Reno list tweaked a lot. Well, I mean, at this point, it's not really Kibler's list because Reno just kind of does whatever.
I think Trump probably should have played the Notion Inventor.
Yeah.
To try to draw the Whirlwind. Because of the Drake.
The Drake had nothing, right?
Yeah,
did
I just don't think you can't win.
Like no, you know, we're not really gonna be too judgmental about this, but I think that the Whirlwind was the only way to win.
So definitely expect Sludge Filter. You definitely want to, even though there's one Death Spite, you still want to play around it, right? You don't want to just throw out a Drake into Death Spite. So
he threw away Reno knowing that he probably would be able to draw it in this matchup.
Yeah, this is actually gonna be a long game. It's not the standard fatigue list, but this is still warrior versus warrior, controller versus controller. In fact, this might even be longer than the normal games because their decks are a little bit. Yeah, their decks are a little bit like greedier and slower.
But one of the things that Reno decks sometimes do is they just miss an answer and then they get snowballed out of the game. So although it could be a lot slower because they're playing more defensively or trying to at least, the other side of it is I don't have removal, I'm dead.
Yeah, Trump actually has a Harrison Jones here. Definitely come into play soon in this game. Orange actually doesn't really have a great play here.
I just armor up and just play a 6-drop like Justicar to contest the Shredder, the Belcher. It's like it's boring, but ultimately, like, are you really in a hurry?
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like if I was in Orange's position next year, I would probably play. Oh, it depends how the board is, but I'd probably play Shield Main over
Justicar. Sure, that's great too. The thing is, in this deck, you have one Shield Slam, and you need to be able to enable it. So, keeping Shield Maiden lets you do that, but because you gain 4 armor and Justicar, you can still do it.
Yeah, click the button and then still get for 4.
This trades very well. Okay, so Bash hits for 4 in a spot like this.
Oh yeah, the Bash and the Cruel will do it.
Yeah, that's a considerable upside of playing a card like Azure Drake in Reno. We've seen a lot of people attempting, like a long time ago, right? Like the whole Azure Drake Warrior. There was like a really popular list that ran Revenge or Whirlwind at the time, and it's sometimes like people kind of forgot but wiped out their own board.
I kind of remember.
That was a fun time.
Yeah, it's pushing a lot of damage here. Definitely games in Trump has the advantage here.
Yeah, I mean, the double war. You need to see his other warrior list. Like, I want Trump to win this just so you can see how weird his other list is, because it's like, it's not a deck. Like, it's
so
trying.
This is the good deck.
This is the best of the stuff that he's got.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Orange doesn't just want to play Deathwing in 10.
Yeah.
So he needs to find a way to deal with this without Deathwing. I don't know. I mean, eventually, I'd say probably just go for a Revenge Deathspite.
Yeah, it seems like the most standard line that you'll have, because Execute is one of those cards that you'll never use in this spot, and you're able to clean up most things, and if the AoE triggers, then at least you're able to kill the 2-1.
You might just have to Execute the Drake, too.
Oh, you have to, yeah. If, like, maybe next turn you wait if you think you're gonna be fine, but I'd be scared to let it live.
Gonna probably get Harrison Jones, though.
I mean, do you hate Dr. Boom? You just saw Execute, there's only one, so if you drop Dr. Boom, it's probably safe.
I don't like playing Dr. Boom straight into the fire with Deathspite either, because it kills everything other than the Boom. I mean, you know that the Execute's gone, but...
The alternative is what, like Harrison to lose your 2-1, see what you draw. And
I mean, you're gonna lose the 2 anyway. Since this is a control matchup, not really that tempo matchup. You'd probably rather just dodge the Boom bots getting whirlwinded, I think.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, the crush here is kind of funny because the whirlwind AoE from Deathbite ended up not mattering for Orange, given that he can't get an execute a second time. But crush for Trump is enabled.
Crush is going to be a good card, a very good card in this matchup.
Yeah. Can you imagine a world in which people play the new Ravaging Ghoul with Crush? That'd be great.
Yeah. So start the tank up now.
Yeah, kind of have to. Well, that's countered Deathbite, and there's no response for that weapon, so it does make the Death Bite for Trump a little bit more.
This is really weird because Trump kind of wants to develop another minion while clearing that minion, and his only play to clear the minion without trading his hearthstone would be to
firing.
Yeah, like one of the weapons, right? And then you can't play any minion other than Reno. And I
mean, you could play fiery. Yeah.
Think you want Reno?
I like Geddon plus a trade with Use, and then the thing is, if VGH comes out, then your Dr. Boom is even safer, right? And if he lets it live, then he takes a ton of damage from it.
Yeah, I like this.
Which is very scary. Yeah, that's very dangerous for Orange.
Yeah, it's so hard for Orange to say.
Oh! Well, it would have been hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so hard to just leave up the 5-1 and try to make the get and kill it because that's just so much damage.
Well, I mean that's a pretty decent card to draw, but now Dr. Boom looks even more threatening unless he picks up some kind of Death Bite, not Death Bite, but a Brawl. Then it's gonna look a little bit difficult. He probably plays Crush of his own. Probably plays Crush.
I might have actually played Tournament Medicare instead of the Elise. Although I guess Elise is a good upside of just you wanting to develop the Battlecry as soon as possible.
You might want to do that.
Yeah, but I feel like the 1/8 here is actually a lot better since there's a 5-1 on board.
Yeah, I could see that because it trades with it anyway. You keep it. You get to heal up a little bit if necessary. That Dr. Boom though, got a shield slam off the shield block.
So the more I think about this, it's I'm wondering if Orange might just Deathwing here.
Oh man, the all-in. He hasn't even seen any removal. No, it's too big of an all-in.
I guess it's too big an all-in. I'm just not sure how much answers Orange actually has.
Gorhal?
And once Orange starts getting the Elise cards, it's hard to Deathwing, right? Like say you, I guess say you actually get the monkey here, then you can't play Deathwing ever, kind of.
Yeah, because you don't want to lose the monkey at any single point.
Yeah.
This is kind of okay. Like, he doesn't overheal with the heal bot, and...
I actually think maybe Orange shouldn't have played the second, like, the map.
The map, again...
Because if you top deck the monkey...
And you were in a really bad shape.
Maybe you just never played Deathwing.
Or you cycle him into another Deathwing. You know, why not?
Yeah.
That could happen. Who knows? Orange is, like, casually sitting back. You know?
Yeah, usually you don't see Deathwing and Elise in the same deck.
It's a weird Reno list he's got.
It's very.
It's like he's trying to play the Fibonacci Control Warrior while sprinkling in Reno, and it's like, wait, what? What happened here?
He doesn't run Elise, I think.
But this makes Grom kind of viable, right? Like if you throw Grom into Dr. Boom, you have an answer that you otherwise did not. It sucks to lose it, but I think your win condition is going to be the monkey. If you included Elise in your deck, you don't really count on Grom to kill off another Control Warrior.
Yeah, I think Trump is pretty confident that Orange has just never had Brawl so far.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of Brawl opportunities so far. He's just not going to play around too much.
Oh! Well, I guess you play Grom, because, you know, the heal bot and the medic and the shield, the Senjin, you know, let's be honest, they don't really do much. They're kind of, you know, a lot of 4-drows that do nothing.
You're saying Grom and kill a 7-4.
Right, you kill a 7-4, then you armor up, get an extra bit of armor, and... I kind of like that plan. I mean, his deck is still full of legendaries. There might be a Reno coming out, so you could still do it.
I agree, because if you play Senjin and Monkey this turn, the problem is the 6-3 trade's too good into the Monkey, and your best case scenario with Senjin is trading the 7-4 into the 3-5.
Yeah.
But then you have a 7-1 against an all minion hand. So after you play the Monkey, you can't deal with the 7-1.
There's no removal.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Unless you pick up some random Dread Scale.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I feel like you have to do this and then try for probably the Monkey next turn.
Yeah. I want to know if Trump plays Elise in his deck. I haven't paid attention whether or not it passed by at any point, but if it did, it would be interesting. Yeah. Oh man, I love the Monkey. I'll say that about the League of Explorers expansion. Like initially, it came out, people toyed around with a lot of the tools, and a lot of them got phased out, and we went back to more kind of standard lists. Yeah. But of recent memory, Elise came back. And we see a ton of competitive matches where it comes down to the Monkey, like with priests and warriors around.
Yeah, Trump just isn't sure how to do this because I think he doesn't know how much he wants to commit to Droll, right? He has God Pain Shield block. Sometimes this matchup gets fatigue where people are not playing these cycle cards. Trump just decides, I think correctly, to just cycle and go for it, basically.
Yeah, I think you have to commit. If there's a brawl, then you can always just draw more out of your Acolyte. But he loses to Monkey in a spot like this one, or at least he will think he does. This is a great Golden Monkey,
If we get a card count, it would help a lot.
He must be at about 10, I think. 15 even. Good lord.
And 12. Okay, so Trump is already probably feeling he's all in already, right? Because he knows that, first of all, Orange has played Elise already. He doesn't know about the Monkey in his hand, but he knows eventually the Monkey's coming, and he knows that he's already 3 cards down. So I think from Trump's perspective, you just go for it, cycle as much as you can.
No, Reno's there, but it's not yellow. It isn't yellow.
It isn't yellow. This is new. This is new.
Yeah. Okay.
You should not be here. Oh, wait. This is so weird. If you play Finley, you get an extra combo for Edwin, but you lose your take.
Oh, what if you live tap afterwards? I mean, like the fact that Jiraxis is there and can override Finley's quote-unquote drawback is amazing to be here. Like, you play Finley, you're like, yeah, sure, whatever, and then you override with Jiraxis. Could work out.
So he just decides, all right, I'm never gonna play as Finley.
No, I still think at some point he might, but he's hoping he gets an Elise to turn that Finley into something else, right?
Yeah.
Get another Elise. Reno Jackson is just not enabled. That Harrison Joe's gonna be so good here.
Or Draxus is very awkward here, especially with Tank Cup. Apparently, you lose all your armor when you play Draxus.
Yes, like Ragnaros, same concept. A little bit unfortunate.
Guess he doesn't have any armor anyways, but...
Another Harrison!
Oh, jeez.
What is this? Reno must be glowing yellow now, right? At some point,
we won't know until he gets enough mana for it.
This is ridiculous.
It could have been the... Wow, just... double 2 Harrisons in one turn.
Everything belongs in the museum. Elise
actually,
for Trump.
Trump has Elise too, so...
Everybody's playing it. I love this.
Trump's actually in pretty good shape then, because
if
he has Elise himself, he'll actually catch up on cards too.
He'll catch up on card value, and he's also got removal that he can use, whereas Orange is already all in on having big dudes.
Okay, so Trump here, he has Big Game Hunter, super good against Elise, and he has Crush. So that... Since he doesn't have other ways to deal with these Harrisons, I think he might use a Crush.
I think so too.
Because normally you might want to save against an Elise hand, but you have a big game already.
If you push full phase, though, I mean, you do put a lot of pressure on this no removal warrior. That's pretty much the way you look at this.
And the 5-3 is a lot different than 5-4, right? If you crush the 5-4, the 5-3 just trades with your...
you're in a great spot afterwards. You could make the trade up front to not expose yourself to crazy legendary turns, but as a very, very defensive play. Oh, goodness.
He just...
That is hyper defensive.
This is the then you lose all your tempo.
I guess he's holding Crush for big, 7+ attacks at this point. Reno's still not glowing, so what's in that deck twice?
Well, there's 2 Harrisons, but there's also 2.
Something.
What if there's 2 Finleys?
Well, I mean, 1 Finley in hand doesn't impact like Reno, right? There would have to be 2 in the deck left.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So there's 2. Oh yeah.
There's 2 something.
There's 2 something.
Nobody knows what that something is. I can hope for Orange that it's 2 Deathwings in a stage like this, because that would actually give you removal.
Yeah.
As a result.
Because right now his hand's kind of useless, right? I mean, Dorino's good, but for right now it's not that good, and none of his legendaries do anything. I mean, there's the synergy between the Murkai and the other Merle.
Chromagus! What?
That's a good one.
That's an insane card. Trump's gonna have to use removal on this.
Too bad he can't get a draw on the Chromagus, and it's gonna get crushed.
That'll teach you to not play Finley for the life tap. Maz is coming in to deliver gifts and offerings to you, Strife Pro.
Strife Pro is now officially eating a Froyo.
Okay.
Thank you, Maz.
Are we sponsored by Froyo?
Sorry?
Are we sponsored by Froyo?
Soon, hopefully.
Soon.
Cool, Froyo.
Yeah. I definitely like him trading the Acolyte. I mean, Acolyte's only doing 1 damage a turn. It kind of opens you up, and probably not after Elise hand, but you don't really want to draw multiple cards back at that point. Just suicide and play Execute.
Another!
Okay, so now.
No, Reno wasn't even yellow. It wasn't even like glowing yellow.
Okay.
What is this?
I was distracted by the Froyos.
Oh, what is this game?
I was like, all right, that must be,
No,
Reno.
it's not. It never is. I mean, at what point is Orange simply going to pull the
This is actually going to be very relevant because he actually needs the Reno now.
He needs it. He needs to heal.
Die.
Deathwing top deck.
Okay.
Let's see it. I mean, this is the turn where he either.
This is the turn where you die or you.
He might Finley into life tap into whatever is not doubled and then get the Reno out.
Sometimes you have to.
Not working here.
Reno.
And that means it's not double Galbin. That means it's not double Gelbin.
That change is actually huge.
Wait, Old Murkai with Finley, does that work-ish ever?
Can you survive? No,
No, you
just
can't.
3.
You just Healbot, would it heal you? The crazy Healbot from Gelbin. You're the only target for that Healbot. You're literally the only possible.
Is that at the end of the turn?
Yeah. It'll give you 6 health. Oh my god!
What is that?
6 health!
I'm not.
He gains 6 health! He goes up to 18 and 22 with a hero power!
I'm not good enough at Jumperino to recognize what that minion is.
Unbelievable! That is This is basically a light well at the end of the turn. Think of Ragnaros Light Lord, right? Across all random characters that are damaged.
Okay. And Trump is at 30. Misplayed a play Reno.
Shouldn't have played Reno there.
wait,
he
Dad.
still wins, right? That's it. GG. He's got the lethal. This is unbelievable.
Must be lethal.
Yeah, I mean, Trump is looking at the math, but there's no way he misses this.
That's 10 plus another 10. 24.
24 damage, yeah. He's good. So we'll never know what was in that deck. You know what? Blizzard needs to give us the ability to just resume from replay so I can start digging out, like, just to see what's in it. I mean, how did that, like, there were 2 Chromagus.
I'm happy
Trump won.
I'm happy Trump won. I want to see his other deck.
It's so bad. I think Orange takes that last one. If Orange doesn't win that last match, Strife Crow, I will eat my socks on stream.
Okay, I'm holding you to that.
You will hold me to it.
I'm holding you to that.
What's up?
Look at this eel. He's trying to Scamaz. Oh my god.
It's like the faces he had yesterday on the cards. Maz is legendary. Alright guys, we got another control, we got a warrior versus warrior match. The double Chromagus, man. And then double Harrison.
Double Harrison is so cool. I never expected to see 2 in one turn. Just
like, that belongs in the museum. I guess it's already in the museum, but I'm here anyway. Yeah. So, how are you enjoying the event so far? Like, spoon-fed some Froyo?
I'm having fun. Having fun.
You like the Froyo?
I love the Froyo.
So this is an arena deck.
Oh, yeah, this isn't even a warrior. This is a.
It is a warrior deck, but I can't even tell you, like.
This is a arena warrior. Trump just starts putting in Spider Tanks and Yetis.
In his
This is not a control warrior.
Like, so here's the deal. Like, I told him you have to build a hyper-aggressive warrior, and he's like, nah, I'll build tempo. I'm like, no, this is not gonna work. And he insists. I hope for him, for his sake, that this Finley carries really hard. Because it could.
Yeah.
This life tap is insane. Shapeshift, not so much. I mean, totems are good.
Totems are actually pretty good against warrior.
Right, it's the old
weakness.
You
get the taunt totem and that locks on the weapons.
Yeah, it's a really difficult way to handle it. But now Trump has barely any removal.
Oh, maybe this is an aggro deck.
No, it doesn't feel like aggro. I've seen the list. It started up as aggro, and then Trump decided to go full value.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
I know, Strife Crow. That's exactly what I told him.
I don't think that works constructed, right? I mean, constructed, you can't, like, gotta kind of go for, like, this
hybrid style.
Slow shredder warrior.
I can't even. I tried to tell him. You need to tell him, too. I was on Trump's side, but he didn't believe me.
Okay. Well, we can just hope that Orange doesn't ever get
anything ever. he just like keels over and dies from a heart attack, and then maybe Trump takes it.
Basically, Trump is playing Seeker Paladin with no Mysterious Challenger, no like. He's just playing Paladin.
He's playing budget.
He's playing a Paladin.
It's so bad. Oh goodness. Okay, so the best
all you need to do is strat to turn 10.
Yes. You just have to kind of wait, and Trump has no removal.
Yeah.
You've seen Execute, Shield Slam, the Crush, everything is gone.
That fight is huge tempo swing.
Yeah.
2 minions.
I mean, this is really rough. At least Life Tap is there to kind of get you back some
This
card
might
draw.
actually miss.
Yes, he plays Curse Blade.
Oh, it missed. That's not good.
Well, it's alright. You do play for value.
That's not good, because this Whirlwind is going to kill your 4-1 now.
Right, but the upside to that is that you can then kill the 2-3 that's now a 2-2 with the Wrathy Weaponsmith, and whatever biggest minion you've got suddenly can do something. That, of course, is the theory.
Okay.
We have to see what happens on this turn.
What if you just die playing Curse Blade? Oh, but you have the Weaponsmith.
No, he won't die. He planned for it.
Yeah.
He just foresaw this situation. You might Shield Slam this to avoid like I don't know.
I'd probably just play this here.
Yeah, never mind.
It's too hard to make any kind of tempo play with Shield Slam. Oh wow, he's trading him because he's.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. So it makes sense in some ways because you're scared of the the effect of that, but then the problem with this is whatever minion that orange gets here or Trump gets can attack
right away. Yeah.
So
if you can't kill it, of course.
Yeah. It's actually activating his Dark Iron Dwarf. So technically, you can get punished here by Dark Iron Dwarf and Curseblade together to trade.
Yeah, you can totally just go all in on that 4-drop. It's a winning strategy. I mean, the alternative is to just, develop minions, and not really anything insane. Because you've seen the Death Bite, right? So if you've seen the Death Bite, the 4/4 can live most of the time. Because you can override Curseblade, it's not too scary.
This is such a Trump play.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Alright, now you just swing for 8 in the face and...
I mean, you can override.
Oh
with
yeah.
the Weaponsmith.
That's probably good.
I think the alternatives aren't exactly 1,000. Yeah, there's no real alternative. You have to remove the shield play.
Do you life tap here or?
I mean, I would probably
Infiltrator.
play the Infiltrator in the center. Because the only way you're pushing damage is if you have something left on the board next turn to trade up.
Yeah, that Sunwalker was insane.
Yeah,
value.
it was a great 6-drop.
Sunwalker is actually, it's not usually played in Constructed, but if like Warrior ever took over the meta, it would actually be played because Sunwalker is so good against Warrior. Like Warrior can never get the Divine Shield very easily. You have to do something crazy.
Yeah. One of the things too with Sunwalker is that if the metagame ever slows down enough that it's good, like Ram Druid becomes aggravating because one of the best ways to tech against it is something like Black Knight, but you have so many targets for that and like those very slow decks that play heavy taunts. Now, that card is kind of like it's always waiting for its time.
Yeah.
To come back.
A nice refreshment vendor. I don't know how Trump's gonna win because he's gotten
Jeeves can carry, right?
However aggro his deck is, he's gotten a whole 0 damage in so far.
Well, he started off as aggro, but decided I'd rather play arena. I think my chances are better. He's good.
I mean, Trump does have the board.
Yeah. How long for?
Not anymore. Not after Sylvanas.
Well, I mean, he does have the board right now. It's
not
like
after Sylvanas.
Well, he needs just a silence, which I told him to put in, and he said no.
Do you think Trump will make the value play or trade both for Sylvanas?
Oh, you give your opponent Felreaver and you mill him!
Oh, no way. You can survive that.
Well, I'm not saying you're surviving. I'm just saying that's the play you make. It's not about survival, Stripe Crow. It's about swag.
Yeah.
If you don't understand this, then you're like, there's nothing I can do for you.
Actually, I definitely expect Trump to just
value trade
against the small minions and just play something. And
maybe give Jeeves. Like Sylvanas can actually whiff on Jeeves, right? Because if you play Jeeves plus Acidic plus Worgen, you empty your hand, you draw 2 cards. The opponent is stuck with a pretty awkward board to trade into with Sylvanas because nothing kills it.
Yeah, I think you all in actually. I'd probably take the 2 low trades and then play the Felreaver. Yeah, just everything except Jeeves.
Okay, so you play Jeeves after you play Felreaver.
Oh, just no Felreaver. I guess that makes sense because it allows him to suicide his Sylvanas, but...
Yeah, because that's the thing, like, Jeeves lets you not let the Sylvanas trade away. But, like, Orange has a heal blot left, a shield block. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I've heard good things about shield block, shield slam.
Yeah. So this Yeti's dead.
Yeah.
Another shield maiden with the Deathwing backup, just in case. I don't even think Orange needs Deathwing since Sylvanas is going to totally wreck Trump at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, is there anything Trump could give Orange that basically causes him to lose after getting it?
Maybe an Altered Peacekeeper Felreaver.
That'd be great, but
I don't think we can.
Not in here. He didn't put Nexus Champion Sarad for the unstable portal into Nexus, like into the Altered Peacekeeper. Well, these are pretty good cards, at least, right? Like they're kind of all over the place, forcing Sylvanas to spread itself thin, so it's not half as bad as it looks. It's just not a winning board.
Yeah. Do you think Trump will trade here, or just...
If he trades, then I don't see a way out of this. Like,
I can see Trump trading and just playing the Felreaver after the trade. And just giving
away... Hope the 8/8 sticks, yeah.
No, you don't hope the 8/8 sticks, you just trade first and...
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, you trade and then you hope the 8/8
sticks.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's all in with the small dudes.
All in with the small dudes.
Because Sylvanas still has to trade, right? Unless there's a crazy lethal coming from Orange, Sylvanas is still in the position of having to trade without like losing. That spare part could do something, right? Is there something?
Can we see a? Oh, I don't even like Deathwing here.
No.
You gain 6 armor with the Justicar, so you're almost like not even taking the damage if you think about
on the right.
Because because Deathwing you don't gain any armor, and when you play Deathwing, like you can get the tank up first and play Deathwing, right? And then you're not stealing with Sylvanas either. So I kind of like just taking up armoring up.
I mean, you're
twice.
setting up lethal next turn if you go Sylvanas Deathwing.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like the lethal setup.
Wow.
I thought the lethal setup was okay.
Oh, this makes sense. He's not trading and still thinking this way. I would have thought that Sylvanas was going to trade. I guess it makes sense because life tap, Trump can't actually heal. And after Deathwing, you threaten the 12, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you go full face, he can't armor up. There's no such thing. So you're still winning. I guess if there's a removal piece, then you might be in trouble. There's no death rattle on the board right now. The best case scenario for Trump here is the Clockwork Gnome gives him a freezing spare part. Where Deathwing comes out and he buys an extra turn.
Yeah.
And then somehow picks up a crazy outcome. There's a world in which Trump wins.
I think it might not even be mathematically possible.
I think it is. It really
If you look at his cards, I don't know the cards of his deck, but he's like behind like 30 life. No,
I think he's got a Blingtron. You give Curse Blade to the opponent, and you get Gorehowl. It is mathematically. I mean, I don't even know if you put Blingtron in, but I think this is the card you put in the deck like this one, pretty much every time.
This is gonna be a.
Oh, this is gonna hurt, man. This is gonna hurt.
hurt.
Oh, it's gonna hurt so much, and it's not even the freezing spare part, so you're in trouble now. You're in trouble now, Trumpino. Well,
Deathwing.
that is.
Well, check
I will
Gorehowl
say
here,
that this
Deathwing.
Gorehowl is really sexy, but Deathwing looks like the better play.
I think Deathwing.
What if an Oyotron comes out?
Oh.
This would be so cool. Is there a Blingtron? Nope. There's not a Blingtron.
What would you do with a Blingtron here? I'm just curious.
Curse Blade. I mean, there's nothing really. It would just be like Curse Blade into Gorehowl on the other side, and then you just deal 14. It technically,
yeah.
If there had been a taunt with a Blingtron play, it would have been semi-achievable. But you know what? Playing Arena against Constructed isn't something you want to do, Stripe Pro.
No.
So Trump, yeah. But like, do you think a real like heavy aggro list with Korkrons and just Leroy Arcane Golem?
Yeah, I think it'd be viable. I mean,
do you think that would have been better?
I don't know if it would be the best deck possible, but I certainly think it'd be much like his best option probably. If you have 2 warriors. If you have 2 warriors, I think you probably cannot make 2 control lists just because there's too many.
Of course, yeah, one
cards. So I like the idea of 1 aggro, 1 control.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, Trump ended up getting slaughtered there.
Yeah.
The Elise game was cool. I thought the monkey would take it, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So.
There's actually maybe an interesting kind of mid-range style you can run, but it's more of a. It's still more of a control list. Like I wouldn't be running 2 1s. I'd be running something like a Varian Ren Death Rattle list. Something
that's
like
what
that.
That's what I think the alternative was.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was looking at Varian Ren at some point
yeah.
where he's like, yo, I can maybe slow down, just play defensively with a bunch of janky
Yeah,
taunts.
but not like control, but more like the late game beatdown style.
And then just flood
like
the board.
Sky Golems and like tons of Death Rattles, something like that.
That might have worked with Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah.
Like who knows?
Like that.
No, that would have been cool. Sunwalker, KT, and then a bunch of mid-ranged minions. That might have worked. All right, guys, we're gonna be taking a short break. Strife is going to be going back to the I guess the watching bench with me, and Rekful is gonna come in. Amaz is here to say good things about something. I don't know what it is. Amaz, what's up? The floor is yours.
So it's semifinals.
Semifinals.
Rekful and Dog are casting next match.
Rekful and Dog are casting that match. Kappa Pride.
And once they start casting, there's gonna be a giveaway.
Yeah, Fnatic gear.
Yes.
Yeah, Fnatic gear giveaway, guys. If you want keyboards to type at like 200 words per minute.
Yep.
Rekful's got that covered.
Not exclamation mark giveaway in chat.
Do not type exclamation mark raffle or raffle or raffles
or Craigasm
or ruffles. It doesn't work.
Or gotchagasm. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, well, we'll see you after the break.
We love you.
Good job, guys.
Sort of. Do we love them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I play Froyo, of course.